Hi there everybody, welcome to another video. Here at the Daring Beefcake I have my CLK W208 here, and basically I'm going to attempt cleaning my roof here now that it's working, luckily. But this roof, although these marks here that you see is just it's raining a little bit, so it's a little bit wet, but you may be able to see that there is green mold. I have washed this a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't come out as clean as I wanted it to be. And the problem is also that when you wash it and you scrub it, you do it with the obviously with a brush or something. You can see these little bits here. They're really hard to come out. When you scrub it, also the water resistant sort of comes off as well. So when it rains heavily, water just rains inside the car basically. Not that bad, but it does, it actually gets through. So you need to wash it, and at the same time you need to apply the rainproof stuff. So you can just about see the green areas here. There is everywhere, there is green mold basically, that's what it is, and it's just everywhere. Obviously I left the car park for a long time because I was trying to fix the roof, that it wouldn't work, and eventually I fixed it. I had to change the actual ECU of the roof, that was faulty. All the sensors were okay, I checked everything, and eventually I come to the conclusion that the ECU was gone. But today I'm gonna be using this product here, Renovo. So I bought the Ultimate Fabric Soft Top Cleaner. I've got the recolor and reconditioning. I'm not sure I need this. The roof is still looking fairly blue. To be honest, it's still looking good. And this would be the ultra waterproof, preventing the rain inside of the car. So I'm gonna give this a try today because it's also raining a little bit, so I'm kind of gonna use the rainy water from the rain to clean the roof. Is ideally we want to get it a bit wet anyway, and I'm going to rinse it using that machine there. It's a high pressure machine. Again, apparently not really recommended if you use it really closely. So if you use a pressure jet machine, just do it from a slight distance so you don't damage the roof. I used it very closely in the past, and I have a feeling I may have damaged some areas. I'm not sure what these little bumps here are, to be honest. I mean, what are these bumps? Maybe I did damage it, I'm not sure. But so using that is not recommended. Anyway, let's try to give this a scrub. All of this is green, you can see the mold everywhere. So it's quite hard work, to be honest. Always a good idea to look at the instructions. So it says here, it is advisable to test on an inconspicuous area first to ensure fabric is that word there is color fast dyed. Never use pressure washer on soft tops. Well, it's written there. Now it says dry brush the soft top to remove any residual dirt. Dampen surface of soft top with mist spray or water, or a damp sponge. Shake bottle well prior to removing top. Pour into soluble container. Apply with a clean 5 cm 2-inch paintbrush using even brush strokes. start at the center of the soft top and then leave it for 10 to 20 minutes to work. If it's really bad, it says well, you'll have to scrub it after that with warm water with a sponge, cloth or bristle brush until the cleaner begins to lather and dirt is being removed easily. Finish by rinsing off with water. Repeat the whole process if necessary. For heavily soiled surfaces, it says leave it for approximately 60 minutes. And well, repeat the whole process if all the dirt is still there or some hasn't come out. So we'll give that a try. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet my roof a little bit more. Even though it's raining, it's not really that wet enough. I'll just wet it a little bit as suggested. Okay, I pour that in there. Don't really know how much I'm going to need. Got a brush, and if you're short like me, you'll need something like that so you can stand. So my roof is nice and wet now. You can see it's no longer blue, it looks a bit more black. So I guess we have to start from the middle, as it says, sort of thing. I think what they're trying to say is you want to brush it into the soft top. Something like that. And then obviously, yeah, if you start from the middle, you have a reference point. So at the moment, I'm thinking, and these areas are really stubborn. They get a lot of the mold in there. So now it's starting to rain again. Well, as you can see, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to finish the whole roof and then hopefully start brushing after 10 minutes or so, 20 minutes. I'll probably leave it a bit longer because this mold has been here for a while, building up, and it's not really great or easy to remove. Oops, sorry. Okay, I got it all on, and it's kind of, the white bits are sort of disappearing a little bit as I go along the whole roof. So I just went over a little bit extra on some areas, but it is sort of sinking into the roof, this stuff. Now this stuff, to be honest, it smells pretty much like the stuff I was using last week on my roof. So I'm not sure if there's anything special about it. I just don't know. It really smells exactly the same. So it's almost like I use this specific stuff for cleaning interiors and whatnot. I use this liquid that I buy from somebody because I have lots of cars to valet and stuff. So when I do valeting, I use that liquid in order to clean the interiors, the seats and that kind of thing, cloth, so it is sort of safe on those areas, and that's what I use it for. And this renovo thing, it smells exactly the same, but costs a lot more. So makes you wonder. that next time I may just have to use the stuff that I already use. And as the bottle on this thing says, if it doesn't work the first time round, you just have to apply it again, which means it might be the case that I just need to use my own stuff. What I do need is this here, the ultra proofer. That sort of, I don't know what this one is like. In the past I used Auto Glim, which worked very well. The only reason I bought this one is because I was looking for something specific for the roof, and I got this from Amazon, this kit. No, actually I got it from eBay, and it wasn't particularly cheap. It was like £50 for, no, it was a bit more than that. It was £75 because I bought 2 of each. So it is not cheap, to be fair. Anyway, I'm gonna wait a while, 20 minutes, and then give it a brush. I've got a brush that I'm going to use. I think I'm gonna need one that is something like this. Not the softest, but not the hardest either, so I can brush properly. So let's just wait and see. Right, now I come back here after 20 minutes, and if I start brushing, basically nothing happens. So I think I think the cleaner is synced in, but yeah, you can see the green areas there. But if you get it a little bit wet, so I just sprayed a little bit water up here so I can actually get this going a little bit, then you can start brushing really. I need a bit more water maybe on this area, but you can see that it sort of dries into the roof, and then if you try to brush it, nothing happens. So it might be a good idea to spray a little bit of water. At least that's what it looks like I'm gonna have to do, because as you can see, if I brush there, there's nothing. Not much is happening. So I'm gonna spray a bit more water here and brush. Right, got a bit of water, quite a bit really, so we can start brushing and see if that green stuff comes out. I don't really know how they do it in the ads. In the ads they're always doing stuff that it looks like it works, but it doesn't. So I can see this coming out a bit dirty, but this is pretty much doing the same job that my other cleaner was doing. So I'm gonna give it a good brush and see how we get on, and then I'll have to rinse it, and then probably let it dry and see if the green stuff's come out or not. I guess the instructions do say use warm water, so I just got some warm water in there, and well, just gonna try and see how much of this mold I can get off. Right, so I've been scrubbing for a while now, to be honest, and now I'm going to rinse this roof, but I must admit I've cheated a little bit. I have used a little bit more more of the detergent or that liquid for washing, but I haven't used theirs. I've used a bit of more mine because I don't think the other one was, well, I suppose I could have used a bit more of that one, but so in the end I think the liquid that you use for washing the roof, it doesn't specifically have to be one from a specific company, because it doesn't really seem to melt the mold or whatever. It just soaks it like any other detergent or, you know, liquid for washing this stuff. So as far as that goes, I'm not really too happy with that, but we live and learn. So we'll see what the other stuff is like, the one we can use for waterproofing the roof. So that will be in a few days. I'm going to do that because today I'm just going to rinse this and let it dry and see if it needs obviously more brushing or more washing, especially these bits here in here. Is really hard to get that mold off, so you really need to brush a bit. So yes, as I said, I'm going to rinse it. I will be using this pressure rinse, but from a distance, so we don't get it in, we don't damage the roof basically, like this. So that's gonna be my job for the next few minutes. So as I rinse, and you probably already know and experienced it, the water goes through and it starts raining inside. So that's why we need to waterproof it. Obviously when it rains, I mean, it can rain a lot, but it doesn't rain at a rate of the water pressure machine that I'm using, so it's not exactly going to so the waterproofing that you put is usually good enough for this. So just try to dry this a little bit, and we'll have to wait and see until tomorrow, provided it doesn't rain tonight, and see how this roof has come up. But a lot of scrubbing is required, and if you don't scrub, it doesn't come clean. Well, we'll wait. So today is nice and sunny. The roof is dry now, the soft top. I can see the most of the mold has come out, but I can still see hints of it, which might be slightly difficult to see on the phone. But it's come out fairly clean, I must admit. But I can only admit that it's come out fairly clean from all the scrubbing that I did. But I can see there's still some greenish. In fact, you might be able to see on the phone, you can just see the areas that are still a little bit moldy. So I think it's not much to do with what detergent you might be using. I can see the green stuff here as well, but it might be more to do with the amount of scrubbing you may have to do. Yes, this is still got green mold around and here obviously as well, these areas here where it hasn't come out here, even though I spent quite a while doing it. And again, I don't think it's anything to do with the actual, well, the cleaning product I'm using hasn't really taken it all out the way I thought it might. I even use my own stuff as well on it, but obviously this roof needs attention, needs a lot more cleaning, but I think again it's more to do with how much time you're going to spend doing it rather than the product that you're using. In this case, the one that I was using, that Renovo. So it looks like I need to do it again if I want it properly clean. But the other thing I may have to do is apply the, even there, apply the actual waterproofing before I wash it again. So I need to have a think. I mean, I may wash it again since I've done it already before I put the product. So for now, this is how it's come out. It is clean, but it's not as clean as it needs to be. So product wise, I'm not sure, again, as I said, whether that there is another product that can actually melt this green stuff, or again, maybe the product is actually good, but you need to do this every year or so. Something like that. So for now, I'm gonna end this video. I hope it helps, but it is hard work. You have to scrub a lot, and I will be for sure scrubbing again. And next we'll perhaps test the coloring, the restoration that I got, that gives it a nice blue color. And I'm not sure what's happened here. This area here is kind of sinked in a little bit here, whereas on this other side is sitting up a bit. So I don't know. Well, again, the car is 2002, so it's quite old now. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching.